boom. So this is how this works out. I'm in the dorm. Just got off of work. I'm sitting back. I'm chilling. I got the bottom bunk. It's an open bay dorm, so I'm kind of against the window. I'm just going ahead, reading my book. Something don't feel right, so I look up and I realize the dude that I know, he's got like about 2 or 3 months to go home. Dude that I know, he's walking around the quad. It's open bay dorm. He's walking around the dorm, and he just looks off. So I started watching him. Ain't nobody else paying attention. I started watching him. I see him go back to his bunk. He grabs something, he come back, he started walking down the end of a little lane right there. He got a lock on the end of a belt. It's like in a triangular shape. So it's like a triangle, boom, locked down at the bottom. And professional type of way. So he walks back to this guy that's in the bunk about 3 bunks back from the wall. On the bottom, he talked to somebody else in the opposite direction. So he walks over there and he swings the lock. But luckily for the other guy, it hit the bunk and you heard it clang off of the dorm and everything. But this dude was still rapping. He act like he don't hear shit. But it came around and he clipped him again in the face. When he clipped him again in the face, Buddy was kind of stung a little bit, stuck, and he hit him again in the face, and the buddy finally jumps up. You know, you got rows of bunks and stuff. So dude jump up in the opposite side, opposite row. My own boy, he come through, and he catch him right in front of the space of the bunks. And he starts swinging, just swinging the lock down, swinging the lock down, swinging the lock down. And he's hit dude in the face and the head and everything. The whole time, dude's like stuck there. You don't know what to do. Finally, he take off. He slide through between the bunk and my homeboy, and he tries to run towards the officer station, the officer desk. And he takes about 5 steps before dude come through, and he swings downward with the lock, hits him right in the crown of the head. And if you ever see you hold a sack of potatoes up and you just let it go, that's how Buddy fell. As soon as that lock hit the crown of his head, he dropped like a sack of potatoes. And at this point, dude realized he had done messed up, because you got 2 or 3 months left, and you just damn near pretty much killed the guy. The dude's not dead yet. The dude starts crawling towards the officer desk. Now, it's an open bay dorm, so what you have is a row of bunks. You got 2 against the wall. You got two rows in the middle. And you got a row on the other opposite wall. The officer desk is kind of like glassed in the open bay, so they can see both sides of the dorm. So the dude's crawling towards the officer desk, officer station, and every time his heart beats, you see blood just squirting out of his head, just squirting out, and he finally gets to the officer desk, and all he can do is put his hand up there, put his hand on the window, and like asking for help, but he can't really talk that loud. I don't know where they had the gurney at, but the gurney got there pretty fast and put dude on the gurney. But before they actually wheeled him off, they told him who did it to him. So this dude, they came back and get my homeboy into catching the charge on that, and he only had 2 or 3 months left. Now this dude is a snitch they had pit outside grounds to catch people who was bringing stuff in and everything. And it just so happened that the dude I know, he had worked out there, and he was bringing stuff in. He had a lot of shit that he's bringing in for people. And what this snitch does, they put the snitch out there, and he'll see what's going on, and then he'll come back and report what he sees. And when you come back, you got job changes on Thursday. Now Friday is a good time to do whatever you're going to do, but you'll come back. At that point in time, you'll come back in on Thursday after dude done snitched on somebody, and you already know your job has changed. They won't lock you up at that point unless they catch you with the shit. But they'll change your job. And so Buddy came back. My homeboy came back that day, and saw that they had changed his job because they had put Buddy on the same job with him. And it just so happened that he had a lot of other people's shit outside grounds, and he can't bring it in. So now he owes a lot of people money. He has people product out there. He has people cash out there, and so I guess he figured that was his way of checking in, because he couldn't pay nobody. He ain't had the money like that to pay that type of money off. Fucking so he said, if I'm going on due. But that type of thing, that costed him from his freedom from going home within 2 to 3 months. And it's a bunch of stuff like that goes down in there, and it's crazy, and it's like it is a war zone, and you got to sleep with one eye open. That's not just rap. That's not just talking. That's real stuff, because you're interdoing with people, killers, murderers, rapers, and rapists. Everything is prison, and you're around these individuals, and you can't sleep in the same dorm or the same room with anybody you have animosity with. That's not gonna happen, because we gotta get this thing straightened out ASAP right now, because I'm gonna make sure I wake up. Anyways, that's just one story. I've been working a lot lately, and this is day 9 straight. 9 days straight so far. I'm gonna continue to upload these things. God willing, somebody could benefit from it.